This is part 2. So this new avenue you're taking with choosing yourself more when you run into conflicts with people that you're close to, that you're friends with, that's your family, that maybe, you know, you're good friends with a coworker, or I mean, you know, whoever you're in a good connection with, that, you know, you guys vibe, you guys, you know, connect well. This is a new area, territory. You're kind of like stepping out of this old programming of constant wondering or worry, you know, am I doing this the right way? Yes, you are. You are. You're breaking another toxic habit. You might be getting told that, you know, you're coming off cold, that you don't care. You care. You care. You're just choosing yourself first. Doesn't mean that you stopped caring about that person's feelings. You're still willing to hear and listen to them. I mean, you're in a connection with them for a reason. People don't just waste their time. Unless you are wasting your time, which, well, then this video may not be for you. But you'll know. But let's get back to this. So if you're in a connection and the person that, you know, you're listening to feels like you don't care about how they're feeling, even though you're sitting there listening, you've taken time out of your life to listen because you care, that, you know, you care about them. So not only are you listening to them and you're introspecting while you're listening to them, and you're being objective enough to make sure that you're not fitting yourself into what another person is telling you they feel about you, but instead being objective enough to recognize, once again, is this something that I'm doing, or is this something that's being perceived as what I'm doing because of something this person needs to work on? Because a lot of the time when feelings are brought to surface, it's because there's some work that needs to be done. And a lot of the times, the people who are talking about their feelings and what they feel, they're either triggered or they just don't want to go within and face those emotions. Because it's not only just about facing those emotions, it's about following those emotions to the roots, to the garden for where it all started. And working your way down there, which will not be easy. Especially if those roots have been there for a while. And you also know it's not your job to get them there. You've listened after they've finished telling you everything. You've let them know, either I can't fix that, that's something you have to do, or I hear you, I don't see this, I am being objective. 333 was just on my clock. But my screen just went dark, y'all. Okay, all right, Spirit, what's going on? Because the reason why this is happening, guys, and the reason why you might be running into constant conflicts while you are, you know, stepping into this new area of life, is because people are trying to keep you into the old programming. That's why my screen went dark. It was like, no, you're not going to look here. You're not going to look at this, but you're looking at it, because even though it went dark, the screen was still there. Like, I could still see the screen. It was just like it went dark. Like, okay, like, you guys are doing what you're supposed to do. It just feels weird because you're breaking out of a very long-winded, years built up toxic cycle. Do you have any cards from Spirit? Guys, keep nurturing yourselves. Because as you keep nurturing yourselves and you're in these loving connections with people that you care about, that you know are actively working on themselves, and at least they're owning, oh my God, 4, 5, 6, and at least they're owning their feelings when they're talking to you. They're like, you know what, this is how I'm feeling, you know, and I wanted to tell you that this is what I'm feeling. And they're owning it and they're telling you the truth. They're working on themselves. People that are projecting their feelings onto you, watch out, because if they're not even going to own their feelings and instead they're going to project onto you, they're trying to reel you back in. And you got to kind of decide, you know, which you did technically, because you wouldn't be watching this if you didn't. Choose yourself, which you have been choosing yourself. You know when something is BS if someone's trying to project something that even you know isn't you. But it's, once again, that person's responsibility to go within and face on their own, not you. 555 on the clock. Imminent change is going to happen whether or not that person is going to be in your life or no longer in your life, because you will be deciding that as you keep upgrading and as you keep choosing who's going to be in your energy. That was a download. Yeah, guys, you got victories on the way because you're starting to choose yourselves. Any last cards, Spirit? Yeah. You're no longer afraid to step into this energy. Keep owning yourselves and owning this new direction, because you're going places.